Y'all gonna learn to listen to me. I told y'all a couple of days ago it was not out of the realm of possibility that after the Washington Commanders win, Jerry Jones and the rest of the Dallas Cowboys organization will be flying high and a little bit of hope would come through that door. And if the Cowboys did something miraculous, and by doing something miraculous, I simply mean competing for a playoff spot. If they even get close to making the playoffs, that being like a game away from making the playoffs. Let's say they don't make it, but let's say they're close to making it. I think that there is a very likely chance that we see this face back in Dallas eating up all the hamburgers again. Let me stop. But for real though, Mike McCarthy could end up back in Dallas. Let's get right into it because you guessed it. It's Jerry Say Something Crazy and we all overreact day. Be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content. The regular. And I really mean regular. I give y'all content like every day around the same time. So you can really make this as part of your regular routine. But let's get right into it. Oh, Big Mike. I know what Jerry Jones is doing. He's floating this right now because he's stuck in a place kind of like when you're in a relationship with someone that you're not really quite sure if you really like them that much, but they're a good person and they're just good enough. And you know that they're a good man or a woman. And you know that you have a lot of deficiencies within yourself. And you're just not quite sure if you're going to find anybody that's as good as this person that you're with right now that's going to put up with your mess. I feel like that's what Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are with Coach Mike McCarthy. He's just good enough. He's a good man, a consummate professional, has given you 12-5 the last 3 seasons and has a winning record and is a Super Bowl winning head coach and has a resume to kind of back him up a little bit and has been, by all standards, has been a great person just overall to the people that he's come in contact with within the Dallas Cowboys organization. Jerry Jones scared. He's scared, y'all. He don't know if anybody gonna put up with his foolishness. I'm telling y'all. And Mike McCarthy has played his cards very close to the chest. This is why we haven't seen him get out of pocket. This is why we haven't seen him jump out of character. Remember, some of y'all was like, why won't Big Mike just say this or that? Because he still wants a job in the NFL, y'all. This man is not trying to have his career go up in flames. And Jerry Jones, when talking on the radio station, again, I don't even know why we entertain this anymore. Oh, I know, because the things that Jerry Jones says travels across the entire country, not just the Metroplex. Look in Times Square, New York City. Look what is running across the banner on one of these damn buildings. They're talking about what Jerry's talking about way in Dallas, man. So the things that Jerry says, it gets attention, it gets run, it gets play everywhere. And Jerry Jones is one of the major cogs of the sports media machine, bro. So this is why that people constantly give Jerry that attention, for him to say stuff like this as it pertains to Mike McCarthy's job status. I don't think it's crazy at all that Mike McCarthy could end up getting a contract extension with the Cowboys. That's not crazy. Listen, Mike McCarthy is an outstanding coach. Mike McCarthy has been there, done that. He's got great ideas. So the bottom line is, in no place in my body language or anything else have you seen an indication about what we're going to be doing relative to the staff at the end of this year. And we shouldn't. We've got a lot of football left. I'm telling you guys right now, man, Jerry Jones knows what he's doing. Now, granted, if the Cowboys season ends as it currently stands, they're 4-7. Let's say they don't win another game. They lose to the Giants on Thanksgiving. We get embarrassed on Thanksgiving by Drew Lock somehow. And then they end up losing to the Bengals and the Panthers, and we lose out essentially, right? Mike McCarthy may be gone, but even then, with the way Jerry has kind of approached questions about Mike McCarthy, essentially since the start of the summer, man, and especially after the team has begun to lose key pieces, I think that Jerry Jones is in a situation where he's leading with his heart. Yet again, he's leading with his heart, and to be quite fair, he's kind of leading with common sense, because if we're being completely honest, y'all, if this was a season where somebody was supposed to have an opportunity to push all his chips to the middle of the table and give this one real good go, give this one true last try, this was not that season for Mike McCarthy. We have to be 100% real with it. From week 1 he was already missing 2 key pieces to his defense. He didn't have Sam Williams. He didn't have Deron Bland. He didn't have a running game, and we didn't yet know how disjointed this offensive line would be. We didn't yet know how much of a learning curve Tyler Guyton truly had in the NFL. Some of us did. There are some people out there, I give credit, guys like Brian Broaddus, there are some people out there that called that Tyler Guyton was going to struggle in his rookie season. I gotta give credit where credit is due. But we did not know that Zach Martin was going to regress the way that he did. We did not know that Terrence Steele wasn't going to be any better a whole year removed coming back from that injury. We did not know that Jake Ferguson was going to regress a little bit. Let's be real. I know y'all love Iceberg Ferg. I love Ferg too. But damn it, we got to challenge these guys to be the best version of themselves, and just pacifying them and patting them on the back. Oh, it's okay. Even when they ain't doing stuff they know they're supposed to be doing, it's not helping nobody, bruh. Jake Ferguson is not living up to the hype that Cowboys fans bestowed upon him to start the season now. We did not know that CeeDee Lamb would yet again be our only real weapon on the football field, especially after Brandon Cooks went out. Jalen Tolbert has been okay, but I think we can all kind of put the rest that Jalen Tolbert is our wide receiver 2 of the future. I don't think anybody's confident with moving forward with that, okay? We did not know all these things were going to be the case. And we definitely didn't know that Dak Prescott was going to be out in week, 7 or 8 or something like that. We definitely didn't know that we were going to lose Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and Trevon Diggs and a lot of key pieces on this defense and offense throughout this. We did not know that. And if we're being completely honest, if we're being completely fair, if we're taking our emotions out of it, I know how much y'all dislike Mike McCarthy, but y'all got to be real about this. If we're taking our emotions out of it, that man did not get a fair shake at this thing. Mike Zimmer did not get a fair shake at this thing. And I think that Jerry Jones, with the way that he sometimes operates with his heart, beyond anything else, we've seen his heart get in the way of making business decisions time after time after time again, especially in his older age. We've seen this, man. I think that Jerry Jones, leading with his heart and a little bit of common sense, like I said, is going to end up finding a reason, trying to find a reason to give Mike McCarthy another shot at this thing, maybe 1 or 2 shots at this thing. And you best bet, if the Cowboys finish this season like a 9-8 or an 8-9 or something like that, you best bet he's more than likely going to be back next season, because Jerry's going to say he did a whole lot with not a lot to work with, and that's going to be his justification for bringing Mike McCarthy back. And there's a reason he's discussing this now. There's a reason he's putting this out in the atmosphere right now. That reason is, if things go the way they could very well go, if you look at the schedule, the Cowboys could easily go on a little run here, especially if the offense starts to pick up any type of rhythm. The Cowboys could easily go on a little run here, especially as they start to get a little bit more healthy. Jake Ferguson comes back. Brandon Cooks comes back. DeMarcus Lawrence ultimately ends up coming back. Trevon Diggs comes back. We got both of these guys on the field. The Cowboys could make a run. Jerry is going to be looking for a reason to give Mike McCarthy another shot at this, because he knows, just like anybody else is being reasonable about this, he knows Mike McCarthy didn't really have a fair shake at it. And that's just being real. And while that is Cowboys fans' probably worst nightmare that could possibly happen right now, I think that we all got to kind of understand and come to terms with the fact that that could very well end up being the case. I'm just saying, bro, we got to think how Jerry think, and in no way am I co-signing this idea. I'm just letting y'all know that is just what's probably going to happen if this season goes any type of positive direction for the rest of the way. That's just keeping it real. And we still them same old Cowboys, and I know Cowboys fans are going to be sick to the stomach on this.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still the ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.